talk about the book, Our Stars. We've been talking about things in space this week. Does everybody remember?
Yeah.
Who can tell me some things that's in space? Things that we see in space.
Moon.
An astronaut.
Moon.
A moon.
Stars.
Stars. Anything else?
Planets.
Planets.
Earth.
Earth. Earth is a planet.
Astronaut.
Astronauts.
Rocks.
Rocks.
Rocket.
A rocket ship. Anything else?
Moon.
The moon. What's the opposite? What else? What gives us light and it's bright and it's yellow?
The sun.
The sun. The sun. So we're going to talk about the book Our Stars by Anne Rockwell. Anne is the author of the book. So what does the author do?
Write the picture.
Not write the pictures, but the author writes the words. And the illustrator does what? Draws the pictures. So let's see what happens in this book. Our Stars, written and illustrated by Anne Rockwell. So that means she wrote the words and drew the pictures. She did both. When night comes, I can get billions of stars twinkling in the dark sky. The sun that shines in the daytime and keeps us warm is really a star. A star is made of a fiery gas. It gives off brilliant light. Some stars are so far away that their fire has burned out by the time the brightness reaches us. Long ago, people imagined pictures in groups of stars and gave them names. They are called constellations. Constellations can tell us many things. When we see Orion the hunter in the sky, we know he's the season to harvest what we planted. So here's a constellation. And here's a constellation. Constellation Leo. All year long, the Big Dipper points towards a star named Polaris. Polaris is also called the North Star. We also see Polaris in the northern sky. If you know which way north is, you can always find your way in the darkness. Did you know that north usually points up? Can everybody point up? North. And if you point down, that's south. So which way is north? Up. And if we want south, it's which way? Down. Good job. Sometimes before the stars come out, we can see a bright light dangling low on the horizon. It looks like a star, but it isn't. It is the planet Venus. Stars twinkle, but planets glow with steady light. When something in space goes around something else, it is an orbit. Planets orbit around stars. Planets get their light from the star that shines on them. Earth, where we live, is a planet. Earth orbits around the sun. The sun and its planets make up our solar system. Look at all the planets.
Ooh.
Would you like to count the planets?
Yeah.
Let's count the planets.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Earth. Earth is where we live. Good job, Andy. Earth is where we live as a planet. Earth orbits around the sun. The sun and its planets make up our solar system. Moons orbit around planets. Some planets have many moons. Earth has just one. Our moon seems to change its shape each night, but it doesn't. It is always round. We just can't see all of it. So sometimes we can't see all of the moon. At the outer edge of our solar system, there are big chunks of ice. We can't see them until they orbit close to the sun. Then the ice starts to melt and forms a long, bright tail. This chunk of ice with a shining tail is a comet. Does everybody see the comet?
Yeah.
Yes. Is it hot?
And bigger.
It is bigger. Streaks of light that look like faraway fireworks are meteors. We call them shooting stars. When meteors zoom close to Earth, they usually burn up in the air. Sometimes one falls and makes a crater in the ground. So this is what happens if one falls.
A ball?
It makes a crater in the soil.
Uh-oh.
More like an oval. Stars, planets, comets, and meteors are all part of the universe. People have always wanted to know about our universe. That's why we study stars through giant telescopes. That's why we send satellites into space. But the universe is much greater than we can measure. Astronauts have gone to the moon, but no one has ever gone to any star. I think our universe will always be a mystery. We'll go on looking at our beautiful stars each night, looking and wondering. What do you think he's doing?
Sleeping.
Sleeping and probably dreaming and wondering about what's going on at night. The end.
Yeah.
So in the book, you remember we talked about constellations?
Yes.
Yes. And what did we say constellations were? Does anybody remember? They made, what, different shapes?
Yeah.
So today, remember this page? So today, during a small group, we're going to make a constellation using letters. It's going to be called your letter constellation. And Miss Smith is going to let you pick your own letter, and we're going to poke little holes in it, and we're going to attach it to a funnel, a paper towel funnel. So when you hold up to light, you can see the letter through your telescope. How about that?
Yeah.
Does everybody want to do that?
Yeah.
So we'll talk a little bit more about it once we do our small group activity. I will call each one of you to the table so you can make your constellation, okay? Alright, so now we're going to go play in centers. When I call your name, you can come and get your name clip and you may choose a center.